So Bob, why the Charlotte Ultra Swim as part of the summer schedule this year?
Well, it's a really great event, and we like to, do things that sort of raise the level of swimming nationally or in communities like this. And they put on such a good show. It's just a great place to be.
How does it raise the level?
Well, I think by making it more of an event than just a swim meet. I mean, there's so many other things going on. You got the foundation tent outside. You've got a lot of activities for people. I think that the money has attracted some of the best swimmers. So I think that's good.
Let's talk about some of your swimmers. Let's start with the ladies, Felicia and Elizabeth. I thought Felicia's 200 fly was really strong yesterday, and obviously Elizabeth's 100 backstroke was awesome. Are those your thoughts as well?
Yeah, I think the girls are doing quite well because we're training pretty strongly right now. Felicia had actually very good IM tonight, 214 I was really happy with. And her butterfly's coming along. We still haven't put together a great 200 fly with Felicia yet, but all the parts are kind of coming together. So I think by the end of the season we'll have it together. Liz, kind of up and down. Her 100 back obviously is very strong, and we've been working a lot on backstroke, so I think it's good to see. I don't think she probably showed what she could do in the IM because we've been working very hard on breaststroke and actually her butterfly, and hopefully down the road we'll see some results from that.
I was pretty impressed with her speed on the way out in the backstroke yesterday. I mean, getting under 30, is that the fastest split that she's had in an in-season meet?
Yeah, oh definitely. Definitely in an in-season.
Where's that speed coming from?
Well, she's getting a lot stronger. We're doing a fair amount of strength work, and she's very good at that and really likes to do it. So I think that's probably part of it.
And then what do you think happened in the IM today? I mean, you're saying you're working on the breaststroke and you're working on the butterfly.
I think you find in coaching that when you're really attacking something in practice, it tends to not be very good for a while until they adapt to it and make the changes that we're trying to make. So I expect that we'll see each meet she'll be a little bit better.
When you say attacking something in practice, is that a lot of yardage under the stroke, or is it drills?
Not necessarily, but just a lot of time spent. We've been spending quite a bit of time on breaststroke, not necessarily swimming lots of breaststroke, but doing power work or drill work. And with Liz's case, we're trying to change her kick around a little bit, make it a little more efficient in front. So when you spend a lot of time doing things like that, sometimes it tends to not show in the meets right away.
Yeah. Talk about TP's progression.
Yeah.
I mean, he's great 400 IM on night number 2, and did great 200 IM today as well. What's going so well for TP at this point in the game?
Well, I think he likes to be called Todd.
Sorry, Todd.
America. But he's just a very hard worker, and he likes to work on his stroke. He's done everything right for about the last year. I mean, he's consistently improved month to month to month. He didn't take a long break after last summer, and so he has a real foundation to build upon. And now I think he's starting to get some confidence as he sees that he's competitive with the top guys.
And which events do you see him as the most competitive going into Pan Pac trials this summer?
It's kind of hard to tell with him. I know he can do a great 400 IM. I think his 200 fly can be a lot better than it was here. He can also do 200 free, which we haven't swum yet, so we're kind of saving him.
All right, with Michael, he kind of talked as if he didn't have any idea what it was going to be this weekend. Is that the boat that you were in as well?
Yeah, kind of hard to tell. His first long course meet. He hasn't raced a lot this season because of the snow and a million other reasons that we just haven't been able to get the meets in we wanted. And so I think to come here and kind of have a starting point is pretty good. I'm happy with those times.
How is 2010 different than 2006, the in-between Athens and Beijing, as opposed to now between Beijing and London?
I honestly think the 2010 for us is like, I was thinking about it today. It's almost as if, you're very focused on 2008. We had our Olympic experience. And then you have a lot of things that follow the Olympic year. We had a lot that followed our Olympic year, good, bad, and in the middle, right? Yeah. And this year's been kind of like just a year where we're kind of getting ourselves back together. So I think by the end of the summer we'll be rolling, and then we can kind of get it going for 2012.
After Sydney, he put together some ridiculous streak of number of days practicing.
Yeah.
Was still very consistent through all the way up to Beijing, obviously.
Yes.
Have you had trouble keeping him motivated? I mean, because he's done so much and because he's accomplished so much, has it been a struggle to keep him motivated in this 4-year cycle?
Well, yeah, I don't know to keep him motivated, but he just has other things that he wants to do. And it's very hard to tell somebody, okay, let's have a big Olympics, and he went to Athens and he worked really, really hard and had one. Okay, let's do it again and do better. And he worked really, really hard and did what no one has done. It's kind of hard to say, okay, let's do it again. Yeah. It's just very tough. So we've got some goals that I think are exciting to him, and I think some things that are going to motivate him to swim. And as we get closer and closer, he's kind of getting focused in now, and I think he'll be fine. But yeah, if he wants to play golf, I don't really mind sometimes. He's earned it.
And talk a little bit more about how that relationship has evolved, because as a young swimmer, most of his answers for a lot of questions were ask Bob, and do you think he's taken any more ownership of his swimming, or how has your relationship with him evolved as he's grown up?
Yeah. I don't think he's taken, I'd like him to take more ownership over some things. He still relies on me to pick out the events and come up with the schedules and those sort of things, which is fine. I'm happy to do that. I do think he has a little bit more ownership of how he's actually going to do everything. Instead of, someone telling him be here at this time or do that, he decides how he wants to approach things and how he's going to warm up and how he's going to warm down, and he knows what he needs to do a lot better than I do at this point, than anyone. So I think he's really more individualized in those aspects, and I'm still kind of doing the programmatic things.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Bob. Best of luck going into the summer.
Okay.